I can't get my boss earrings out. Warren Buffett's not wearing a bathing suit to work. Maybe I'll just forever be a boss. Hi, I'm Diana, and today we're going to be talking about how to boss up your life. So what do I even mean by bossing it up? Bossing it up doesn't mean forming a Fortune 500 company or having 10 employees. Maybe you just want to have your ideas heard. You want to be taken more seriously. Bossing it up means you're in control of your life and people see your confidence and your knowledge and they want to hear what you have to say. You want to command more respect. Maybe not even in just the workplace, but in the world. Bossing it up is about creating a first impression, and it's not a trick. Well, it's kind of a trick. It's not a trick. It's just different than what we've been taught as women, where we're supposed to dress showy and show off a lot of skin. It's the opposite of what we need to do if we need to hear our voices heard. I've been in enough professional situations where I walked into a room wearing the wrong dress and immediately felt that I was not being taken seriously. I was completely dismissed the second I was seen. And I've been obsessed with this idea ever since. What did I do wrong? All of the work that I had done to get there was never going to be heard. So ever since that moment, I've been kind of dissecting it to figure out what I could have done better. And this video is a culmination of these tips and tricks that I'd like to pass along to you to be seen and heard and taken seriously. So there's a couple different ways that we can go about this. And the first way are things on the inside, and the second way are the things on the outside. They're intertwined. You can't separate one from the other. You need both. But the one thing that both the insides and the outsides have in common is having high standards for yourself. In order to boss up your life, you're going to have and hold high standards for yourself, for your life, for your living space, for your workspace, for the way you look, for what you expect in life. A lot of people don't even realize that they are struggling with self-worth issues until it comes to trying to do this. Let's get to some of the things that are on the outside, how to boss up yourself on the outside. A lot of people will say, well, people shouldn't be judging me on how I look. They should be judging me on what I say. And while I wish that were true, it's not. What do human beings do naturally and have done for thousands of years? They make split-second judgments on what they see, and it colors their experience of you. And it's not right or wrong. It's just a human experience. And you have to play that game because that's how we have evolved. You can't just all of a sudden be like, well, I'm going to wear a bathing suit to work and they can just not look. That's not how it works. Warren Buffett's not wearing a bathing suit to work. And that would be really entertaining, but bad, not good. If you want people to see you in a certain light, you've got to put that energy, you've got to put that light out in the world in a certain way so that you can get it back in the way that you desire. There are 4 different categories that we can polish in order to be taken more seriously at first glance. And that would be our hair, our face, our jewelry, and our clothing. Let's talk about hair. You need it to be as smooth and glossy as you can make it. Now, that doesn't mean straight. You can have curly hair that is glossy and in control and healthy looking. You're aiming for healthy looking hair. No matter what you do with it, healthy looking hair goes a lot further than over-styled, damaged hair. So whatever you can do to get back to healthy hair, keep the focus on your face rather than anywhere here. We want the focus right here. So you want your hair smooth and glossy and not frizzy. Try to get a real hairstyle that can actually be worn down. Don't do the awkward pullback where you've got a little ponytail nub or a bun that doesn't look great. just get yourself a real decent haircut. And that will also keep the focus on your face. It's a frame for your face. Your hair color. I hate to say it, ladies, but a boss doesn't usually have magenta or blue hair. While these wild hair colors are very fun, if you want to have your ideas heard and to be taken seriously as a person, we can't have this distracting color out here. Your hair should be kept in a normal color range of human hair colors, and that includes gray. There's no reason why a woman with gray hair that has a nice haircut and is kept healthy would be taken any less seriously. As much as I would love to say that you should have fun with your fashion and your hair, get crazy. Today we're talking about being taken seriously and having your ideas heard. So those fun things, those expressive things, they need to go out the window because we're going to be expressing with our minds today. Okay, let's talk a little bit about makeup. Makeup should be simple and neutral and definitely not heavy. You want to appear healthy, clean, and as glowing as possible. So skincare is at the root of all of this. Take great care of your skin and your makeup's going to look a lot better. So you're looking for a healthy, natural glow as opposed to contoured and heavy eye makeup. I know a lot of us feel like our eyes are invisible without the heavy eye makeup, but it's a matter of doing the eye makeup in a way that you see someone's eyes and not the makeup. So all we're trying to do is we're trying to get down to people seeing you for real, not seeing how you've decorated yourself. We're trying to keep everything neutral and natural so that they see you. As much as I love a great red lip, this is not the time. If you want your ideas to be heard and to be taken seriously, you want all the focus to be on your eyes, the windows to your soul. And if this is red, then the focus goes here. So today I'm wearing kind of a neutral lip color by MAC called Mocha, which I find to be my perfect color. It might not be yours. But there's a whole range of neutrals out there, and one of them is meant for you. So save the red lip for other moments. Sorry, red lips, it's not your turn. Oh my gosh, guys, it's my chance to talk about eyebrows. You want to keep your eyebrows neat and symmetrical and as normal shaped as possible. And if you have no idea how to do this, you can definitely get someone to help you with this and show you how to keep them up. Nice, managed eyebrows are the frame for the face. We can't be having them asymmetrical or patchy or misshapen because what are we trying to do? We're trying to keep the focus here. And if someone's focus is going up here, they're not hearing your ideas. So nice, normal shaped eyebrows. Let's talk about jewelry really quick. If you want to keep the focus on you, jewelry should be neutral and not too decorative. In this case, these giant pearls are gray, which I think tones everything down. For jewelry, I suggest keeping it as neutral as possible, and I suggest gold. Gold is the power color. You might find that silver looks better on your skin tone, but gold will have you taken more seriously. This is what bosses wear, gold. So you want to get yourself either some nice gold-plated or gold-filled jewelry. And if you can afford it, solid gold is the way to go. It will never change color on you. You will never have to buy another one. It will stay gorgeous your entire life. What does gold jewelry say about you? Gold is the color of money. And when people see gold and they think money, they think this person knows how to get money. And that's sort of like just a mental power trick that you can use. Gold jewelry communicates power, money, and knowledge, I think. If you can, try to get yourself a couple of pieces of gold jewelry that possibly look like they've been handed down from your mother or grandmother. I can't say that these are my favorite style of earrings, but they have gorgeous real stones. They are real gold, and they look like old money pieces. It makes a huge difference in how people perceive you. And where did I get these? Thrift store. I just keep my eye out for jewelry that looks hefty and expensive, and hopefully they didn't price it correctly, because I'm able to benefit all the time from scoping out the thrift stores and finding gold jewelry. My go-tos are these old money earrings, this very plain rose gold bracelet. Generally, I will be wearing a very simple gold necklace. Why don't I go ahead and put that on so I can show you an example? This is my go-to necklace. It's a simple gold coin with a couple stones, and it hangs right here, and it finishes all of my outfits without me having to think about it. And it's not an eye catcher, because what are we trying to do? We're trying to catch the eyes. We're trying to catch people's eyes with our eyes. So this is a really good plain necklace, and I do sell these on my website, so I will link that down below. So the items you want are a good everyday necklace that you don't have to think about, a simple bracelet in a great material like gold. You need some simple earrings that can go with nearly anything and look like money. It always helps that if you're going to wear a belt, that it's a good quality belt. And these can also be sourced at thrift stores. And you do not have to have an expensive bag to impress people. I find that more people are impressed with a nice quality bag that is not flashing its logo everywhere. In fact, this is what people do who have big money, is you're not going to see them flashing their logos. You're going to see great materials and great design and no logo. If you want to look like somebody who knows how to get things done, you can't add the flash, because what does the flash do? What does the flashy bag do? It takes the focus down here. You want a nice neutral bag in a quality leather that doesn't call attention to itself. Style and fashion are fun. You know I love patterns and colors. I love silk scarves. I love to get a little wild with my fashion. When I want to be taken seriously as a person with knowledge and ideas, I do not dress in the way that I truly enjoy, in the way that delights me. And I'm not saying that what I'm wearing now doesn't delight me in a way, but what we need to do when we want to be taken more seriously is we need to take the focus off of down below, anything, your body, your clothes, and bring it up here. Ideas come from your brain. We don't need to be focused on anything below here. You want people to be focused on this. We're going to cut out all the pattern, bright colors, and anything distracting. Now, that doesn't mean dressing like a potato. It means dressing in a manner that is not distracting. If you think about how men wear suits, that is so all of your attention goes here. And if you think that women can play a different game because we have more variety in our clothing, you're wrong. We have a game to play too, and the game is called Focus on the Face. Focus on the ideas. So you're looking for less color, more neutral. You want less pattern and more focus on your face. You should focus on having better fabrics so that these plainer clothes look great. Great fabrics, great design translate really well when you're dealing with neutrals. If you want to be taken seriously, you've got to decide that your sexy looks are going to be saved for the weekend and not at work. That's not fun, is it? Everybody likes to feel fun and flirty and pretty, but if you want to have your ideas heard, it's not the way. And you might find this to be boring, but I'm going to try to show you ways in which we can boss it up that are not boring and will keep the complete focus on your face. Your body posture is very important. Think about how men sit. they spread out, right? And when you spread out a bit, it conveys that you have confidence in yourself. If you sit with your hands in your lap or your arms crossed, you're pulling inward. You want to think about expanding yourself. When people see that you are so sure of yourself that you're willing to expand your energy, they will see you as more confident. And when they see you as more confident, they're going to be more willing to listen to your ideas. Let's talk a little bit about your insides. No amount of style or posture or makeup or jewelry can substitute for real knowledge and great work. You can't just dress like a boss and expect people to take you seriously if your ideas aren't thought out, are no good, or if you don't know enough on your subject. It's number one, you have to have high standards for your work and your knowledge. You have to have high standards for how you eat. What you put in your body is so important because it's going to come out in how your skin looks, how your hair looks, how your body performs. Having high standards for what you eat, it's you telling yourself that I am worth goodness. I am worth health. And when you are telling yourself this constantly with your high standards for what you're putting in your body, you might actually start to believe it. You're certainly going to feel better and look better. Now, this is something I constantly work on, but you need to be conscious of how many ums and uhs you are saying. If you can reduce your use of and your idea will be taken more seriously. You will be heard. So once you polish all of these things, that opens the door for people to see you and to hear you. Right now I'm going to show you some examples of bossing it up and not bossing it up. What should I call this? A boss and not a boss. Okay, we're going to be going with a boss and not a boss. What is not the boss jewelry? Let me give you a couple of examples. I can't actually get my boss earrings out. They're made so well. They're made to not fall out. Maybe I'll just forever be a boss. Here's an example of not the boss jewelry. So this is made of dichroic glass, and it makes this nice sound, and it glows in the light. Sure, it's fun, but what does it do? It puts the energy and the focus down here. And what are we trying to do? This. Here's another example. Earrings that call attention to themselves. While these are fun, and I would like to wear these with some of my fun outfits, I would not wear these when I want to have my ideas heard. Why? What do you see now? Not in charge. This is not the boss jewelry. Here's an example of a not the boss blouse. Fluffy, frilly, patterns, lots going on. You know, if I am going out to lunch with my friends, I feel very pretty and feminine and frilly. But if I'm in a boardroom, I think I look more like a clown. And I think that I will be taken and regarded more as a clown. Where's the energy going? Not here, here. So, not a boss. I'm wearing a neutral blouse in a nice fabric. What am I doing wrong here? Where's my sleeves? Bosses wear sleeves. Very pretty blouse. But once again, where's the attention going? Not to where it needs to go. Sorry, colorful, patterned, beautiful blouse. You're not a boss. One more example of not a boss shape. The A-line skirt, it's just too feminine and floaty and distracting. The energy's going down here. Not a good choice. Cardigans are not a boss. Not a boss. I'm sorry, cardigan, sweater. It's not your time. It's too soft and too misshapen. You want to be taken seriously? Don't wear the cardigan. Don't wear the A-line skirt. One thing that can always help is a blazer. A blazer gives you instant authority whether you have it or not. So a blazer can be very helpful. A blazer in a plain color such as this white blazer, which is a little bit intense, but it's neutral. I want it to fit nicely on the shoulders. The blazer can add so much to your first impression. And that's really what we're going for here, is setting up that first impression so that you can be heard. Blazer is key. Here's another example of a neutral blouse in a great material. This is silk, and this keeps the focus up here. In fact, it creates this nice little, almost like it points upward toward my face. That's what we're going for here. If I was going to throw another jacket over this that wasn't a blazer, I would throw another thing with sharp lines and a serious demeanor to it. If we're trying to be taken seriously, we've got to look a little serious. And that's kind of fun in its own way. Higher necklines, neutral colors, these are all things that keep the focus up here, on my face, on my eyes. I want to talk for a second about boss pants. Boss pants are trousers, slacks, all these horrible names for great pants in a great fabric. And it really does communicate power and knowledge. Your lower half has to be as non-attention grabbing as possible. You have to be wearing good fabrics in a style that doesn't cling to your body but just floats effortlessly with it. Let me show you another example of boss pants. These pants are silk. They do not cling. They're a great material. They're in a neutral color and they fit well. And that's very important. You can find pants like this for under $10 at thrift stores. There's no excuse for wearing ill-fitting or cheap pants. These are boss pants. Okay, here's an example of if you want to be taken seriously, but you don't want to wear a suit, like that's just too much for your situation, but you still want to focus on keeping your ideas as the main focus. You could wear a nice neutral outfit like this. I'm wearing a skirt, but I'm not wearing the A-line frilly, fluffy thing. I'm wearing a straight skirt that doesn't cling anywhere. It just fits really well, and it goes below my knees. And it says nothing, but it looks very clean and crisp and has a great thick fabric. And I'm wearing a sort of mock turtleneck sweatshirt on top, but it's of a very good fabric, and it's brand new, so it looks great. And what is it doing? It is making everything look clean, neat, polished, and keeping the energy going up here. But what do you see? You see me. You see my face. That's what we're going for. Okay, I think this can be summed up in this way. What you are aiming to do is polish what you've got. Keep it healthy, natural, and neutral to keep the focus up here. You want to choose simple jewelry that only complements your outfit and doesn't distract from here. You want to choose neutral clothing without patterns or bright colors. You've got to expand with your body posture. You're going to keep your knowledge base and your work to high standards. I hope that these tips and tricks will help you be seen and heard out in the world and taken more seriously. And if you guys have more tips and tricks, go ahead and leave them in the comments. There's always so many great ideas to be shared. So good luck bossing up your life, and I'll see you soon.